Have you ever wondered what a truly fair society would look like? What if I told you that you could build a system of justice that ensures every person has equal opportunity, no matter their social background? Sounds impossible, right? But what if I told you that the answers to these questions were proposed decades ago by one of the greatest philosophers of our time, John Rawls? His theory of justice might just change the way you think about fairness, equality, and society as a whole. Stick around, because today we're going to dive deep into the theory of justice as fairness, a theory that answers the toughest questions about how we should treat each other in a just society. And by the end of this video, you'll see the world through a completely different lens. Introduction to John Rawls and his philosophy *. John Rawls was an American philosopher who revolutionized the way we think about justice. His work, A Theory of Justice, published in 1971, is one of the most influential texts in modern political philosophy. Rawls sought to answer a fundamental question: how should a society distribute its resources and benefits in a way that is fair and just for all its members? Rawls was concerned with fairness in society. He wanted to ensure that individuals from all walks of life could live meaningful, equal lives, regardless of their birth circumstances. His groundbreaking idea was that societies, institutions, and structures should be built based on the idea of fairness, especially for those who are the least advantaged. Rawls famously said, "Justice is the first virtue of social institutions," highlighting how crucial fairness is for a well-functioning society. His ideas are still widely discussed today, especially in the context of growing inequality and the pursuit of social justice. The original position and the veil of ignorance *. Imagine if you had to design a society, but here's the catch: you don't know who you are. You don't know if you'll be rich or poor, healthy or sick, powerful or powerless. This is the essence of Rawls' thought experiment, the original position, where individuals choose the principles of justice for society behind a veil of ignorance. The veil of ignorance removes personal bias because it prevents you from knowing your position in society. Rawls argued that, in such a scenario, individuals would create a society where fairness is central, as no one would want to risk being born into an unjust situation. By doing so, Rawls ensured that the principles chosen would apply equally to all, giving rise to true fairness in society. Think about it. If you didn't know whether you would be born into privilege or poverty, wouldn't you want a system that treats everyone equally, no matter their starting point in life? The two principles of justice *. Now, let's get to the heart of Rawls' theory. The two principles of justice. These principles are simple but profound. First, Rawls argued that each person should have equal basic liberties. This includes freedom of speech, religion, and the right to vote. These liberties must be protected for everyone equally. The second principle deals with social and economic inequalities. Rawls believed that these inequalities are acceptable only if they benefit the least advantaged members of society. This is where the difference principle comes in. The richer and more powerful members of society can be allowed to keep their wealth, but only if their wealth improves the lives of the poor and marginalized. Rawls' emphasis was always on the least fortunate in society, ensuring that they are taken care of while still allowing for some level of inequality in the system. The difference principle *. The difference principle is one of the most radical and thought-provoking aspects of Rawls' theory. He argued that it's not only permissible, but necessary for some inequalities to exist, as long as they benefit the least advantaged members of society. For example, if a wealthy person's success helps create jobs or better opportunities for the poor, then this inequality is justifiable. It's a way of ensuring that economic inequality doesn't lead to the further marginalization of those who already have less. Think about progressive taxes, higher taxes on the rich that are then used to fund healthcare, education, and welfare. The difference principle supports these kinds of policies because they help the least fortunate in society, which is what makes them morally acceptable. Fair equality of opportunity, asterisk. Rawls was deeply concerned with equality of opportunity. In a just society, everyone should have an equal chance to succeed, regardless of their race, class, or background. He emphasized that fair access to education, healthcare, and employment is essential for a truly just society. For example, no child should be denied the opportunity to receive a good education simply because their parents are poor. Similarly, everyone should have access to job opportunities based on their abilities and qualifications, not their family connections or social status. By providing these opportunities, society ensures that people can compete on equal terms and succeed based on merit. Equality of opportunity, according to Rawls, is essential for fairness, and it's a principle that we should always strive toward. Primary goods, asterisk. What are the things that everyone wants, regardless of their individual desires or goals in life? Rawls called them primary goods. These are the resources everyone needs to live a good life, such as rights, liberties, income, wealth, and the social basis of self-respect. In a just society, Rawls argued, the distribution of these goods must be equal for everyone to ensure fairness. However, inequality is only acceptable if it benefits the least advantaged, as we discussed earlier. Rawls believed that society must focus on ensuring that every individual has access to these primary goods, which provide the foundation for their overall well-being. By focusing on primary goods, Rawls ensured that people would have the necessary resources to live meaningful lives, regardless of their personal background. Criticisms and responses to Rawls' theory, asterisk. Rawls' theory, while groundbreaking, is not without its critics. Some argue that the difference principle could create dependency, while others claim that Rawls' ideal society is too utopian and difficult to achieve in the real world. Critics also challenge the practicality of Rawls' approach, particularly in societies with entrenched inequalities. How can we ensure that everyone has equal opportunities when some people already have a head start in life? Rawls responded to these criticisms by emphasizing the long-term benefits of his approach, arguing that a fair society promotes stability, trust, and cooperation. The ultimate goal is not just fairness, but the overall well-being of all members of society. Application of Rawls' theory in contemporary society. In today's world, Rawls' ideas continue to influence debates on social justice and public policy. For instance, discussions about universal health care, progressive taxation, and welfare systems all align with Rawls' vision of fairness. His theory also plays a central role in the ongoing debates over income inequality and the redistribution of wealth. The question remains, how can we create a society where the benefits of success are shared in a way that lifts up the least advantaged. By applying Rawls' principles, we can create a society that is both fair and just for all, ensuring that no one is left behind. So, what do you think? Is Rawls' theory a blueprint for a just society, or is it too idealistic? Can we ever achieve true fairness, or are we doomed to live in a world full of inequality? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and let's start a discussion. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more philosophical deep dives into the ideas that shape our world. Together, let's continue exploring the path to a just society.